Yo, what's going on, people? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Saeed TV. We're back live for another live stream, Man United Unfiltered podcast. We're here talking all things Man United. Not the best result on the weekend, but we're here to discuss it all. Bit of transfer news and some good news. But we'll discuss it all with you later on. Guys, please smash a like on the video if you can. Subscribe to the channel. We're just one past 101k, which is crazy, man. You know what I mean? The other day was on 100k, but now we're on 101k. So big up to you. You're the community. We're a man down, man. He's decided to go carnival, man. He's raving up with the brothers. You know the ones there. But big up Flawless. He won't be here. He's at Notting Hill Carnival. You know what I'm saying? So he's enjoying himself out there. Ash, how are you, man? Everything all good?
Yeah, all good, all good. I mean, United's not, is it? But I mean, other than that, yeah, live stream well. Congratulations again on the 100k, Saeed. Mega. I mean, I was saying to you a little bit earlier, like, this man's never off YouTube. If it's not your channel, it's somebody else's channel. The amount of graft and grind you put into other people's channels as well, man. Massive respect. You know, you're not just lifting up yourself, you're lifting up the whole community. Do you know what I mean? It's massive, and no one does it better than you, mate. So, no, massive shout out to you in the chat as well. Should be as well, showing loads of love, hitting those like buttons and that. But yeah, pleasure to get into it and see how it is. And Double A, nice to see you again. I saw you boys at Old Trafford a week ago. You know, we was a little bit more excited, a little bit more hopeful then, weren't we? Do you know what I mean? Before the kick off, and yeah, things have changed since. So, but I'm sure we'll get into it.
Yeah, big up, man. Don's in the chat. Thanks for coming to your failed hate watch. Once we click, it's long. Listen, I wasn't even a hate watch. I was just watching the game. You know, the ones there. And nice see there's a fake Matisse in the chat. You know what I'm saying? Because I know Matisse is modded, so it's definitely not that Matisse. Double A, from what we can see, you're there. I don't know. It looks a bit like you're fuzzy. You might have to come in and out, but can you see us, Double A? Yeah, you might have to come in and out.
Now,
yeah, no sound.
No, I was joking about the sound, but can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, but your internet's moving mad. Your internet's like Man United, mate. All over the place. You know what I mean?
I'll jump out. I'll come back in 1 sec.
Yeah. No worries, man. But listen, let's talk on Ash on the news, and that is Chelsea are trying to sign Jadon Sancho from DiMarzio today, and Sky Sports as well. Keith saying that Ben Chilwell and Raheem Sterling could be included in the offer. First of all, how do you feel about selling to Chelsea? Because I tweeted you, bro, we shouldn't be selling to Chelsea. Like, no way should Man United be selling to Chelsea, bro. Because A, they're our rivals for top four, let's be honest. B, you don't want to really be giving any signings to Chelsea, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you can try send them abroad, send them abroad. But, and also, Ben Chilwell and Raheem Sterling. Like, are you having me on? Nah, man. Not with this. I'm not with this, fam.
Yeah, no, not for the either, Saeed. I mean, Raheem Sterling, okay, maybe. I mean, you'd have him over Anthony, wouldn't you?
I'd have him over Anthony, yeah, but
there we go. Do you know what I mean? But Sancho, I'm trying to think of past signings we've sent to Chelsea. I'm thinking of Veron. Veron didn't work out well. That's all I'm struggling. Really, we picked up from Chelsea more than they've taken from us. But
yeah, Mason Mount, yeah,
Mason Mount, Matter. So yeah, but Sancho, it's one of those where he would go to Chelsea and he would perform well, wouldn't he? And that's just going to make us look foolish. So at least if he's abroad, he's out of sight, out of mind. You know, we don't have to worry about him. Oh yeah, Matic as well. We picked up.
Yeah, Matic.
Chelsea.
Yeah.
I'm just with Sancho. I mean, have they not got enough players as it is? If they put in like Madueke, apparently a couple of weeks ago they were happy to get rid of Madueke. Today, after putting in an hat trick, I very much doubt it. But yeah, I'd take him. But nah, the thing is though, are we going to be stuck with Sancho at the end of this window? Because that's what it feels like it's going to happen. Because we're not going to take Chilwell. We've already got someone who's on the injury bench, you know, week in, week out in Luke Shaw. So we don't need another one. You know, maybe he's a bit lonely there in the dressing room, you know, getting them massages with the team masseurs and stuff, and he needs Ben Chilwell to sit and chill with him. But yeah, nah, not for me, Ben Chilwell.
You know what it is? Someone said there, for me, it'll be, but the thing is, we need a forward in it. So it's like, you know, they haven't got really any forwards. That Mudryk, come on, man, he's
don't go, but no. You know what? I'm all right with Sterling. I feel like Sterling. He's 29 years old. There.
That's Rashford. That's basically Rashford in 3 years. Sterling is Rashford in 3 years.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, bro? Like,
it is.
Rashford is reaching towards that Sterling. And listen, Sterling, we have to give respect, by the way. 100 Premier League goals, like he's, when you compare to Rashford, yeah, like, bro, that's night and day. Like, Sterling's done more in his career than Rashford. You know what I'm saying to you? Albeit it's been a better team, but Sterling's put numbers in consistently.
He's done it internationally as well. Done it on the international level, you know. Turned up. So
the thing is, I get where he's coming from in terms of, like, we're dealing with a Rashford now that, you know, we're trying to maybe get rid of, and fans have had enough now and saying, is he going to get any better? Do you know what I mean? So it's like...
Rashford shouldn't be starting. I mean, the fact that he's starting is a mistake in the first instance. I mean, he's shown in the Fulham game that he's the pass to Garnacho, the one that just a little bit behind him rather than in front of him where it needs to be. Yeah. I mean, Rashford's shown his commitment, his desire. It's just not there anymore. We saw it against Brighton. You know, the moment where Garnacho's warming up on the side, you see him all of a sudden start to make a few runs. Did you notice that? All of a sudden started to get himself a little bit more involved. And Rashford needs a little bit of a spell on the sidelines. He's just not the way forward, is he? I mean, Sterling, again, it's just mediocre. It's just, I mean, the reason why Chelsea are getting rid of him because he's not good enough for them. So why is he going to be good enough for us? Same with Chilwell, and then we're happy to swap him. I mean, Sancho, he's never. I'm not saying he's not had a chance to prove himself here at Man United, but he's never had a good situation around him. You know, it didn't work under Ollie. Ollie left, Ranić came in, didn't work with him. And then Ten Hag came in, brought in Anthony, and instantly didn't want to go anywhere near Sancho because he knew if he was starting Sancho, it'd make him look bad why he paid 80-odd million for Anthony. So he wanted to get him out. He goes to Dortmund in a more comfortable league. Yeah, okay, understand. But he goes and performs there. The quality's there. He's got the numbers. He's got the assists. In the Premier League, I feel like he's not a counter-attack player where he's tried to play in our team and our system before. He's not that kind of guy who's got the pace. He's more of someone he's in the opposition's third, in the final third, and he's keeping things moving. You know, he's keeping the passes, those little 1-2 kind of player. And we don't play like that. I mean, very rarely do we get into the final third and we keep possession. You never see it. It's just counter-attacking where we succeed. And Sancho doesn't suit that. And unfortunately, this manager, I don't think Sancho's going to work. But then again, how long is this manager going to last?
That's what I'm saying. Double A, you can hear us, right? You can hear us, right?
As long as you can hear me.
Yeah. Perfect. This comment here, Olu, it's like, you know, when it makes sense here, but like it doesn't make sense at the same time. You see what I mean? Like, I don't want, just because they're better than what we've got, that we take Sterling, because we've seen Sterling at Chelsea not be it. Let's be honest. And you've seen a little bit of a decline in his game. And you've seen the actual, like, you know what I mean? You just seen that he's not been good enough at Chelsea. Let's be honest. He had a little bit of a start where you thought, wow, James Sterling doing bits at Chelsea. And then it's just gone downhill from there, man. He's on big wages. Like, yeah, he's better than some of these options, but Ahmad is not better than. For me, okay, cool. Garnacho's coming off the bench. Anthony, Rashford. But it's like, you bring in Sterling. Has it really solved anything? Is it really a guarantee that he becomes a success? I don't think it is. And at United, can we afford another question mark over Sterling? I don't think we can. I really don't.
Bro, if for me, the source straight away makes me believe it can't be true. But obviously, it's a story that we need to obviously focus the spotlight on a little bit. But if Sterling was same age as Sancho, you start to say maybe. Yes. But he's 29 years old. You know, he's been crap for the last 2 years. He's not been good. There's a reason why Chelsea fans are desperate to get him out. Why also as well, I have to say this, why are we constantly linked with Chelsea's cast-offs? Chilwell, fucking Cucurella. Mount, we ended up signing. Sterling. Listen, it's enough. Raheem Sterling has been a very, very, very good, you could almost say, world-class Premier League player, especially at Manchester City. He was good. City didn't want him. He's gone to Chelsea. It's not what I can't believe he actually went to Chelsea. I still find it as one of the weirdest signings, considering he got racially abused there. To then go and sign there, I always found really, really weird. It's obviously not worked out because Chelsea at this moment in time are a fucking circus and a mess. So obviously it's not worked out, and they're desperate to get rid of him. In what world does it make sense for us to get rid of a 23-year-old and a 23, 24-year-old? And I listen, Sancho clearly doesn't have a place at Manchester United, and that's been clear since the moment the manager comes in. Now, what I'm saying is in no way backing of the manager. So before people start saying, "Oh, you just love Ten Hag," I'm not even saying that. What I'm saying is, on a basis of a manager coming into a club, as we've seen with Maresca, the Sterling situation is perfect. The manager has the right to choose which players he likes and does not like. Now, he clearly does not like Sancho, and
he hasn't made that clear though, has he?
I think he's made it pretty clear.
Oh, yes, not like Maresca.
No. I think we can tell because all the Sancho sexuals are all saying he's not had a chance. He doesn't have to give him a chance.
No. But you just said there, you clearly see that he's not
I know for a fact, bro, when you're consistently playing Antony all the time when he's shit, you're consistently playing Garnacho, who's a young player, for 30 games straight. Now, I know Sancho wasn't there. When the manager is easily going to come out and say something against you, right, and put it out there, that statement from Ten Hag clearly tells me he doesn't like Sancho.
Yeah, but so why bring him to Brighton then and tell him to come down and then not play him?
Use him so much in the pre-season. Like, build your tactics and build your structure around him in pre-season. Use him so much.
Because the pre-season, we had no one, bro. So he was there from day one pre-season, wasn't he, really? Well, he come a bit later on. So he's always going to go on the tour because it's a spotlight. You put these players in the spotlight for someone to come along. It's only now that with Chelsea.
You know what? That's
what I meant. That's what I meant. He hasn't said, yo, like Maresca's come in and said, yo, this is the player.
No. I just want to be clear. But Ten Hag's a shithouse. He's never going to actually do that.
That's not good. It's not good, really.
No, of course it's not. And I would prefer to live in a world where our manager says, clear as day, I don't like this player. This player is not in my plans. But this manager's not going to do that because what he'd rather do is throw a player under the bus and it be a bit sneaky and a bit backhanded to say, I don't want this player and to leave him on the periphery of the squad. Play him all pre-season and then he's not even in the first. Because isn't this the second season running? Sancho's played all pre-season.
Yeah.
And well, against Wolves he didn't start and came on, and against Fulham he wasn't even in the squad. Now for me, if nothing screams I don't like you more than
but just for me, I just feel like for me it's just been like tiptoeing around it. Especially when you see the biggest thing for me is like when he says like you have to fight for your position, yeah. But then you've got Ante on the bench who comes on for what, the last 4 minutes? 5 minutes, and you really don't have any quality off the bench. Like really and truly, like I love Collier, yeah, but like he's never going to play, is he? So you've got players on the bench who's never going to play. You've got Eriksen on the bench who has he played a single minute this season? By the way,
Eriksen not this season.
So you got a player Eriksen who's never going to play. So like you're telling me you don't need Sancho off the bench, yeah? When Chelsea have got Gui, they've got Felix, they've got Neto, they've got Nkunku, they've got 4 attacking options on the bench, and you're telling me we don't need Sancho. Listen, by the way, I'm not saying that Sancho deserves to start, but all I'm saying is we need options when right now we are struggling to do anything up front, like nothing. What's going our way?
We know this manager. He's when he come to the club, he said, if you impress me in training, you get in the team.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know how to pronounce his name. Sorry.
We know he's a barefaced liar. He doesn't care about how you're doing training because all he cares about is if he signed you, if he brought you into the first team, or if you've saved his bacon. That's all he gives a shit about. Because you look at Antony playing all the time, even though he's shit, and Rashford playing all the time, even though he's shit. Bruno, you can throw in there as well. Garnacho he brought into the team, Manu he brought into the team. 2 players that were always going to get into the first team at Manchester United anyway. And then obviously it's McTominay, Saeed Bacon, played God knows how many games when he probably shouldn't have. So it doesn't matter. Once his manager has made his mind up of it, he's gonna do it dirty, but he's not gonna play you at all. Look at Camboire knew he was best to walk away and go and get. And he's starting along. I love the fact he was starting alongside Bailly, by the way, for Villarreal. I thought that was class. Another player that left at Manchester United. I personally, for me, again, I'll say it all the time because people think I don't like Jadon Sancho, and it's nothing to do with that because he's one player I was desperate for Manchester United to sign in a time when we were desperate for a creative player of his ilk, what he was doing at Dortmund at that time. I was desperate to get him here, and the fact it took one summer too long pains me because I think we needed him then, and we needed him when we actually signed him. For whatever reason. And we don't know the ins and outs. We'll probably find out one day what actually happened at Manchester United. I just fear it's just not worked. It's not clicked. He's not found.
No, 100%.
A place that's home, and I hate that because for the player he should be, he'll go and have that somewhere else. And again, I think it'll be another player that we look back and go, "Fuck's sake, we had him for 2-3 years. Why could we not get the best out of him?" I just don't want it to be. I just don't want it to be for Raheem Sterling because I think that is an Ighalo, that's a Zlatan, that's a Falcao, that's a buying a player when they're this way, and we don't need that for the money and everything like that. So Chelsea would be desperate to get him off the books. 29, 300 bags a week.
Exactly.
It's just another problem for us. I'd say, listen, Chelsea, you can either put up the 40 mil we want, or you can, don't let the doorknob hit you where the good Lord split you, kind of thing. Do you know what I mean?
No, 100%, man. I think for me, it's one of them where my thinking with Sancho is that I'm willing to let him go, but under the right conditions. And them conditions ain't right conditions. Chilwell and Sterling. This is why I think, listen, it could be fake, it could be whatever. I mean, we're just talking about what the stories are saying, right? If you're doing anything, you know what I mean? But even Chukwuemeka and that Leslie guy, like, I like Chukwuemeka, yeah, but are you really getting value for money? You know what I mean?
You're getting a player they don't want. I know this is a player we don't want, essentially, but bro, the value is
like them. But then, does it really solve our issues? Like, just Chukwuemeka solve our issues?
No.
What, Chalobah?
Chalobah, yeah, I wouldn't mind Chalobah, but then again, it's like we don't need defenders now.
We don't need a centre back. We don't need a centre back.
We need attackers, fam. You know what I mean?
Give us Lavia for Sancho. I'm all on it, bro. Do you know what I mean? No, this is where we have to go in there and start showing again. I say showing some balls, like actually showing we're a big club. Do you know what I mean? Like we got the cojones. Give us a player of worth to you, not a player you're desperate to get out of the club. Because Sterling still has worth. I mean, Sancho still has worth to Manchester United, regardless if he stays. Because God forbid we have that injury run like we did last season, and he gets a chance. More likely he's going to take it. I don't know, but
bring me Cole Palmer, man. You know what I was there.
Yeah, Cole
Palmer.
You got more chance. You got more chance of getting keys to the stadium than you got a chance of getting Cole Palmer.
Yeah, 100%. There's a couple of super chats I'm going to read. Sterling improves your horrid attack, Saeed. Are the Sancho Sterling swap stories true? Well, we're just discussing them in a minute. All these new managers, Don F says, winning games, but give Wish version of Pep another 400 million and more excuses. Get this fraud out. I big up my guy, Terms TV says, big up the man name. Walter White will be sacked by November. The scrub needs to go. P.S. I can see Sancho Sterling deal happening. Ah, man. Listen, by the way, there's 1.5k in the building. Special likes, guys. Chelsea through and through says, Neto, Felix, Palmer, Madueke, Mudryk, Jackson, and possibly Osimhen. That's a proper attack. We're eating caviar while Ubman are eating from the dustbin. Now, our attack is, I can't lie to you, man. Yeah, our attack is dead. Right. Listen, can I take it back that 70 goals, by the way?
No, absolutely not, because we are going to cook you like some stew, mate.
Can I take it back?
No way.
I'm glad Flawless is not here, by the way.
Flawless will be on your neck already, mate. He'll be on your neck already. Let me tell you.
That's 70 goals, man. It's not happening, man. It's not happening. maybe if Rude or someone else becomes our manager, but bro, them 70 goals, fam. Let me take that back because we're scoring 50 at max 50, 55.
Because I hate to like it's hard to say. You can't say after 2 games, but
No.
Look at the attack. Look at the attack. Nothing has changed.
We're not scoring goals, are we?
Nothing has changed. No, what has changed? And this is the problem you have. Listen, I'm not screaming. I'm not sitting here.
There's a lot that's changed apparently. On Twitter, they'll tell you everything's changed about Man United and we're in the right direction. But I'm like, cool, it's 2 games. Like, relax. Like, you know, why are you trying to force this on to me? Like, let me see if there's going to be improvements, and then I'll make a judgment. But this idea that it's getting forced upon me, like, chill out, everybody. Just chill out. But yeah, go ahead.
Nah, but you're right. Do you know what I mean? This narrative, you know, after Fulham. And listen, we sat here after Fulham, and we were very cautious in the praise because we knew, the score line was very similar to Wolves, or the performance was very different. But it was, you know, we were cautious in the optimism because we know everything under Ten Hag with United is a house of cards. It can easily come down, and we saw that on Saturday. It's not very hard to bowl this Manchester United team over. Like I say, we saw that on Saturday.
Facts.
I don't see anything different in terms of our attack at all. In Bruno, in the service to a striker. We're not even playing with a striker now, which is fucking ridiculous. And I don't understand why he thinks he can continue with this. 2 false nines with 2 players that can't. It's very frustrating. But I ain't sitting here screaming Ten Hag. All I'm going to say is everything that is happening, or I have seen in the first 2 games, is everything I've saw and said all summer long, knowing this manager was staying. And the reason is, and we say it about the players and how he treats them, his stubbornness is going to be what kills him at this club. And at the end of the day, he makes decisions. And you look at those substitutions. You look at his in-game management on Saturday.
Bro,
say for Fulham as well.
Ridiculous.
He got lucky. He got lucky. Even more substitutions against Fulham, bringing on defenders when he didn't need to.
Bro, even like, you know, don't get me wrong, Garnacho, he might have scored a goal. Obviously, he got ruled out here, but he didn't really give us that kind of impact that he normally gives us. Like, I don't think there was an impact sub that made, like, even Xerxes, like, don't get me wrong, like, he had a few good touches, but 1 minute he put him on the left, then he put him in the middle. Like, he didn't really know where he's going to put him, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we didn't look like we're fluid, man. Do you know what I'm saying? And like,
Jason Steele was doing nothing in that game. How many saves did he make? He barely made any saves in that game, and that to me is always the sign indicator how well you're doing in the attack. People talk about how much has changed. The only thing that's changed is he's stacked the midfield essentially by bringing in Mount, which allows a little bit more possession and control. Yet we've still got massive gaps in the midfield. We're still not being able to create chances in the final third. We're still conceding from set pieces and from silly balls whipped in from out wide. I mean, the idea that things have drastically changed, or there's some kind of green shoots of hope. I'm not seeing anything. I'm not seeing us being able to consistently create chances in the final third. And there's no kind of road or avenue path, whatever you want to call it, to us creating those chances and scoring goals. I mean, I don't know about you, Saeed, and I know we both were hopeful with the scoring goals this season. I think it was more than hope than reality.
Yeah, it was more than hope. It was more hope.
Yeah, you back your team, don't you? And you think the best in that, but looking at it now in the cold light of day, we're not creating chances. We didn't create against Fulham. You know what I mean? We're not creating against Brighton. And this Liverpool game is going to be scary. I'm worried.
Let's not think about that. That's a week away, man. Let's stay. We got 1 week to think about that game. You know the ones there.
I'm already in sweats, nightmares about it. Do you know what I mean?
Bro, big up Victor said United need a summer buying attackers. Every summer we search for the 6. We need depth of attackers who can replace each other whenever. And injuries, I get it, but why not Chiesa after Amman? Well, Chiesa apparently is going to Man City. What's this? Man City bomber. Bruh. Man City have considered Copenhagen's Ori Åkesson as Haaland backup. Man City are likely to pursue now, but firm admirers of 19-year-old Icelandic international for 20 million. Right. Fair enough. Listen. Man are getting attackers after winning a Flipping 4P, it's crazy, man. It's crazy. But now listen, for me, my thing is, guys, it's like I watched Chelsea today, yeah, and yo, that man said, yo, we have got Felix and Neto and Nkunku on the bench. Broski, are you mad?
They start.
I sat there watching thinking, what the fuck? Them man have got Neto, that gooey guy that I can't still pronounce it.
Yeah.
You got, bro, and this is not even including Sterling and whatnot. They've got Neto, João Felix, them man on the bench, fam.
Say, did they start for us? Did they start for us, serious?
Now, Neto and Felix, they start, man.
Do you know what I mean? They're on their bench. It's
That's
madness.
what I'm saying, bro. For me, it's the depth. Like, I think United fans, yeah, we've looked at it and we thought, that's enough. Like, I've always said, maybe one more winger we needed, or maybe one more forward.
Yeah, another winger, another striker, Tony, another wide player. Yeah,
sure. I've always thought United needed one more possible forward. One more, possibly. And that's where my biggest gripe has been. If you're losing Sancho, right, you've got to, for me, replace him. I'm sorry, 100%. Man. You've got to replace him because Garnacho is still young and raw. Ahmad is his first full season at Man United. You know what I'm saying to you? The expectations can't be that high. Yes, we expect a lot from him and he's going to be consistent. But again, there's no kind of like, you know what I mean? You can't compare it to one season like Rashford and whatnot. Rashford, we'll talk about him. You know, his confidence is shot for pieces. Who else is there? Anthony, we can't rely on. So I'm just looking at the bench now and I'm thinking, guys, man, like, I don't know, fam. And then obviously Xerxes relies on others. One thing that Bologna fan told me is that he said the best of Xerxes is that the wingers have to help him make the runs, link together, etc., etc. Like that's what Xerxes thrived on. He said it has to be the right environment. You have to get players running in the channels, running across. Like, bro, things. When I was watching it, bro, I was like, right, this guy's got a bit of movement. He's got this right winger going there. Everyone's pop. Like, you have to. Like, come on, right now, nobody's doing no runs. It's just kind of like, it's just air.
You know what's mad about that, Saeed, is that Ahmad doesn't play like that either. Ahmad's not a counter-attacking player. He's a player where he wants the ball with possession in the final third. Do you know what I mean? He doesn't want to be breaking. You saw that with his offside awareness. How many times did he get caught offside and not being able to run in behind? There's a few times Xerxes gets the ball early and he feeds the ball and Ahmad's about 3 yards offside. He's got no clue how to hold his line. He's not that kind of player. So the switch isn't on with Garnacho. I feel for him. I mean, right now it feels like square pegs round holes with a few of the players and the kind of chemistry and the linking together. It's just not there. And like you're saying, we need more attackers. You know, Anthony's not to be relied upon. You know, he's not someone that we're going to be looking to be using over the next, season. He's just not. We should be looking to offload him, if anything. We've tried him. We've seen that experiment. It's failed. It doesn't work. Anthony's just a no-go for us. Garnacho should be starting ahead of Rashford on Rashford's form at the moment. But we heard Ten Hag last season say it doesn't matter how Rashford's playing, he's still getting in the side, which was horrendous. Like how you tell a player it doesn't matter how well you're playing, you're still getting in the side. And that to me is like one of the main reasons Rashford's not turning up week in, week out, because he knows he doesn't have to, because he knows his name's on the team sheet. He knows he doesn't have to put in great performances. He's easy, he's relaxed. Do you know what I mean? So get him out of the team for a couple of weeks, get him out of the team for a couple of months, give Garnacho a chance, a shot. We've seen him do bits. He's not the answer. We need more. As you were just saying there, with Neto and Nkunku and João Felix. I mean, the depth it's not comparable. It's madness how we've got ourselves in this situation when we know the situation that we've been in. We know for the last 2 seasons we've been struggling to score. The thing that worries me is Ineos and Omar Barada, Wilcox, the rest of them, Dan Ashworth, they've not recognised this. They've not seen that we've struggled to score over the last 2 seasons. And they've not gone in and said, right, we need attackers. We need to go and get ourselves a couple of attackers. Not just Xerxes, who scored, 13 goals in the last 2 seasons or whatever. And don't get me wrong, I like Xerxes. He can do well, but he's far from proven. Far from proven. The fact that we've not got Ivan Toney in early, or even you saw Spurs with Solanke, it's just getting numbers in, and getting people in with support where we can. You see what Chelsea are doing. You see Chelsea scoring six goals today. They scored, yeah. Ten Hag in his entire Manchester United career has never scored more than 4 goals in a game. We've never seen a goal. We've never seen a game with more than 4 goals.
It was against Chelsea. One of them was against Chelsea, and one of them was at the coldest night I've ever been at Old Trafford when Double A decided to give me 2 tickets to sit without a roof against Real Betis. You know what I mean? Honestly, that's the only 2 games, fam. Like, generally, like, be serious, like, how can man score that many goals? Like, I don't listen, it's not important here, but it's like you want to feel like you want to demolish it, like you want to beat a team 4-0. You want to give a team a little thumping, man. It's good.
Can I just say, Saeed, you know what? Listen, I'm not backing Ollie, but the Ollie who apparently couldn't coach.
Ollie did his thing. Can't lie. Ollie did his thing.
No, don't start rewriting history.
No.
Don't start rewriting history about
I don't mind.
10 times in his career, he scored more than 4 goals. Plenty of goals.
No. Ash, I won't go at you there. I'm going at Saeed about Ollie did his thing. Don't start rewriting history, mate.
Listen, I'm not rewriting, but Ollie did his
thing. The back end of Ollie, we were fucking screaming. Bro, listen, like we are now. Get this man out of his fucking. Don't start that.
What I'm saying is, yeah, Ollie did his thing though. He scored.
What did he do? He didn't win as a trophy.
Ollie, listen, don't get me wrong. He didn't win a trophy. Fair enough. I wanted him one, but I'm saying to you, he wasn't a coach. He wasn't a manager like Ten Hag, but fair play. He let the front. One thing about Ollie, yeah, he got the attack working. Yes or no?
100%.
Yes or no?
Lockdown. Yeah.
No, I'm saying majority of his career, United was scoring goals, right? Yes or no? In terms of that front three.
Yeah, but they're also getting whacked up as well.
I get it. I'm saying. I'm not trying
to. He was very lucky that he had Rashford, Greenwood, and Martial all cooking for him. He was very lucky in that. Let's not go too far.
Yeah.
Let's not go too far.
Man. This guy wants you off, man. He wants you off.
The truth. You come and find me. You come and take me off. You find me and come and take me off, and we'll see how it goes about getting him off. Listen, Ollie's one of my favorite ever United players. As a manager, I'm going to say this. He was very happy that he had that job. He was never getting a job. He's not been in a job since. And as much as I never even wanted him to be the manager because he's not a world-class manager. Again, very similar to Ten Hag. He's not going to get us to the heights we all want to be at. Whether or not we're deluded in thinking that that's where we want to be. Ollie was never getting us there. And I think it was very evident that was the case. And there's also the rumours he was happy to let players take the piss, which is why we've got this horrible culture within the club now about players thinking highly above themselves, far higher than they should do, walking around getting payoffs for fucking contracts and all this nonsense. I ain't gonna sit here and lie and say there weren't moments under Ollie where I was like, oh my god, this is.
I understand that. But it's okay to say Ollie got the best start of the attack more than Ten Hag. It's okay to say that.
That's obvious because Ten Hag can't, like you said, can't score more than. United were known for whacking teams, regardless of how bad we've been or whatever. Apart from Van Gaal, because he wanted 0-0s, he loved the 0-0. But with Ollie, it was all fur coat, no knickers, wasn't it? Because you knew you might turn up and batter a team 9-0, but you were getting nowhere near the league. You were getting nowhere near winning a trophy, even though the one we got closest to.
Averaging. I want to know what the average of Ten Hag's. I think we're averaging around about maybe
1.5 goals a game.
Not 0.5 goals a game, right?
1.5, maybe 1 point. Yeah,
is someone in here, a statistician, is someone here like a brainy guy, that can tell me how many goals a game we're averaging? Like generally.
Saeed, for 2 seasons, Saeed, we've not scored more in the league. In the League Cup, in the Champions League, Europa League, we've not scored more than 4 goals in a single game. In any competition for 2, we've not seen us ball out. Chelsea have done it in the second game with their new manager. In their second game.
Yeah, goals conceded is more, by the way. What? Is that true? That is true.
And Ollie had McFred, by the way. Ollie didn't spend that
No,
million, by the way.
Let's stop. Yo. Ash, don't get things.
I'm not backing on. This guy. I'm just saying how much of how much of a fraud this guy is. That's all I'm saying. And I want to back him, of course. I want him to do well, of course, because that means we do well. But I just don't see it. I don't see any kind of signs that he's going to improve. I'm not seeing anything. I'm not seeing what these tacticals are saying on Twitter and saying everywhere that we're playing so good, things have improved. I'm not seeing it.
Ash, is there any difference from the back end of last season or even last season than there is to this
pressing's
season?
Better. The pressing's better.
Yeah.
No.
The only reason
okay. All right, okay. That's fine.
Any team would.
That's fine.
Also,
in an attacking sense, or really in a defensive stance, kind of way, nothing's changed, man.
No. Can I say, okay.
We're still making horrendous mistakes. We're still making horrendous mistakes. Still can't create for shit.
Let me tell you. Okay. My thing is, the pressing from the front is a little bit better in terms of we're a bit more coordinated in our pressing. Yeah. So our structure of our press is a little bit better. B, and that's the A, and B, the midfield spaces are a little bit more compact. Yeah. But the only reason why it's compact is because we're playing a false 9 system. Once we get out of that false 9 system
with an extra midfielder,
and we don't have an extra midfielder in there, that's where I believe all of that nonsense will go. So do you see what I'm trying to say? So the passing lanes are better in terms of they're not kind of cutting through us, even though they are going more wider in terms of member Steele. He got the ball and he got it to the fullbacks, and then they kind of drifted in. So that's what they're doing better. But I'm not here to exaggerate that this is miles better or far better or all of these words. It is not. The sample size is too small. The sample size, we should not be talking about it. I just think for me, we were that shit last season. I think it's a bit of copium to say, you know what? It's a bit better, guys, isn't it? We're not conceding that many goals. Yeah, cool. But we're not creating any goals. We're not creating anything. We're not doing F4, let's be honest. Ahmad got that ball and Ahmad did his thing. That wasn't a style of play. Ahmad got on the right-hand side, decided to take a few men on, and then he went in. It's not like a structured plan. The attacking rhythm is all off. I think the midfield don't know what to do when they got the ball. Bless Kobe Mainu. I don't think he actually knows what he's doing this season. You know what I mean? Because last season, it was all just magic and fairy tale. Now, I need to know what the plan is with Kobe Mainu because he's getting shafted out there. He needs to be further up the pitch. He needs to be in that 10 role and doing stuff over there. But we've got Bruno Fernandes. Cool. Say no more. But it's like, I just feel like for me, it's like, it's better, but don't overgas it, please. Don't overgas it. Don't overdo it. And we are on 0 goal difference, and we lost that game, and we should not have lost that game. Simple.
100%. You got people in the chat going about XG, bro. Watch the game with your eyes and try and tell me that we're better.
What do you mean XG? What do you mean
XG? We got the second best XG this start.
No, we're creating bigger chat. You know why we're creating? You know why it's inflated though? Because Bruno Fernandes should have scored
100%.
them 2 goals. They were 1v1 moments. Yeah, he should have scored them goals.
100%. But what my point is when you watch, it's not about the eye test, mate. We're not the eye test. We're fucking shit. Still shit up top. Rashford can't. How he can't stay on side to save that? I don't. What he was playing at on Saturday, I don't have a clue. But mate, I watch United all the time. I sit there at Old Trafford. I was sat there on Friday, and as much as I was buzzing for the new season, you come out of there thinking that could have been any game at Old Trafford last season. And listen, like you can say, we should put chances away. We should do this. Why aren't we? Why aren't we putting them away? Why is this team incapable of being clinical? Like you say, you talk about Chelsea putting 6 past Wolves. We couldn't even dream of doing that. We'd struggle to put 2 past Wolves.
There's a worry. It's a worry.
We struggle to put 2 past Wolves. Like, and this cannot continue. And whether it's the manager or whether it's the players, the inability to take risks and to, do that little bit of something and it shouldn't have to be a case of moments FC and all that. But the game plan to get us in positions to take these chances and to do something a little bit different never comes because it's all too safe. It's all too, it's structured, but it's structured in a way for us never to
shameless
progress. It's absolutely disgusting. And listen, I know it's going to be with this manager all the time. And I'm at this point now. I'm not going to start screaming 10. I can't do it after 2 games.
No,
Anyway.
you don't have to. You don't have to.
No, but I know it's already started. You can see it online, and this all, no, of course not. But this all comes from when a manager was on the edge of getting sacked anyway. Like nothing's happened to push him back. The signings aren't his, really, are they? Like nothing's pushed him back because he's even come out and said the let's not even my signing. So he's not done anything in pre-season.
What? What's he said?
He came out and said the lit wasn't his signing. It was.
Man, bullshit, mate. That's your signing, fam.
He said Ineos. He said Ineos. It was him.
Nah, fam. Listen, man.
Because apparently United were looking at the lit the season before he come or something. Listen, I'm not here to say yes or no if that's true or not. I don't know.
That's his guy, fam.
Well, I'm saying so. He's not really done anything in the eyes of fans to get us back on side. Do you know what I mean? So, as soon as something goes wrong, the people that are on the edge anyway are just going to jump off the cliff. And this is the problem with a manager that isn't really 100% backed by everyone. So,
you know what?
I'm at the point now. I'm just it's just ride it out and see where we go. But
shouldn't be like that.
No, bro. Because the issue is like you just go back to where you are from last season. Like sitting here, want a manager. I can't be bothered being negative and wanting a manager to go and. I was sitting here wanting United to win every single game, and if that's the case, that's the case. If we don't, we don't. But I know this manager can only go one way with this team, and that's probably to get himself sacked. And we'll see where we are November, December.
Double A and Asher, my thing is here. I think it's gone beyond Ten Hag in and out. It should be 100%. Ten Hag must improve. Like that's because he's been. My thing is, I think it's gone beyond Ten Hag in and out because I'm like, people know my opinion. People know Ash. People know Double A. People know Flawless opinion. People know Rance's opinion. People know, everyone knows everyone's opinion on this YouTube space. Maybe Twitter, they'll probably flip flop because they've got no faces or they've got no, they can't account for themselves, right? But people know my opinion. My thing is, I've said this here. He's here. He's got the players that he's wanted. He's going to get Ugarte. He's going to probably get one more player, maybe, if we do. Now you must improve. That's where my head is at. I am saying I'm not calling Ten Hag out this year. I just said I want to see this team improve. And he may get to the end of the season. I don't know. It's up to Ineos. Ineos will decide for themselves. Because I know we've got competent people now at the board who now will make them footballing decisions. Not financial, but footballing decisions. So if he doesn't get his act together and we're looking the same, let's say October, November, and we can't see there's a progressive style of play, we're struggling, we're nowhere near top 4, they will make that decision. I'm calm with it. I trust Ineos, and I'm like, you know what? It is what it is. But for now, you must improve. That's all it is. You must improve.
One thing I have to say, one thing that really pissed me off on Twitter today, right? Is it Academy Scoop or whatever the fuck they're called?
Nah, he's a good guy, man. He's a good guy.
No. I hear that, right? No. But he did a tweet about, United fans cry. I agree, crying Ten Hag out after one loss, blah, blah, blah. But then he said, fans haven't got patience for a rebuild. This motherfucker is, sorry for the language, is year three of a rebuild. You can't start. And then people go, but Ineos have only been here since Feb. So I have to wait another 3 years now because new owners, he starts from day one again. Get to fuck, because he's had 3 seasons now. And I said it before, and I say it again.
Is on it today. Go on.
And I will never, ever for anyone lower my standards of where Manchester United should always aspire to be. And this manager misses every single time, regardless of winning a League Cup and an FA Cup. So, for me, year 3 for Manchester United, he should be challenging for a title. Listen, he's got...
Should be, yeah, I know what you mean.
Should be, right? We're nowhere near it. We're absolutely nowhere near it. So
well, according to Marcel has said we should be aiming to win the league and the Champions League under this manager. And we're going to win 5 in 5, by the way, according to Marcel. So, Marcel... you need to check his hard drive or something, because he's got some emails from Ten Hag or something. Because I do not understand what that guy sees in that manager to start saying that. So you can't tell me now the two years previous mean absolutely nothing, especially the last year when it was the worst Premier League season we've ever had. We forget that now because third year it's Ineos time, so he starts on a clean slate.
Absolutely no. Because if all the players don't start on a clean slate, the manager definitely doesn't start on a clean slate. And if he can't get his shit together, start getting his team playing immediately this season, he has to go. And that's coming from you have to.
How long would you give him then? How long would you give him to improve?
Bro, if we're not challenging for top 4 by November, December, he has to go. He has to go. Because minimum for me is 3rd with a trophy. And if we're nowhere near that,
Fred got a hat trick today.
I see one of his goals. I see one of his goals.
Fred got a hat trick.
One of his goals was a banger, to be fair.
Bro, Eriksen's rotting on the bench, fam. What the fuck, man? Nah, seriously, man. We're finished, you know. Like, seriously, guys, man. We're finished. Eriksen's rotting on the bench, fam. Old. You know what I mean? Old man. OAP. And I got Fred doing hat tricks. Anyway, let me get this super chats. By the way, there's 1.8K in the building, but there's only 600 likes. That means a lot of these are just not liking the video. Is it because you don't like the content or you don't know where the like button is? If you don't know where the like button is, it looks like this. Just hit the thumbs up button. Big up to everyone who supported the channel lately. I'm going to get from some super chats. Now, listen, for me, Eriksen, I like the guy, but just use him, innit? Use him. Paul B, firstly, congratulations, 100K. God bless. Secondly, we all need to be calm. 2 games in and everyone on panic stations. Big up, Paul, man. I think that's a sensible comment.
Yeah, but it's not panic stations right now. It's panic stations built off the last season, Saeed.
Yeah, no.
Do you know what I mean? I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Give us no reason to be faithful in him.
Big up Masood says, on a positive note, McTominay is on his way out. I'm excited out, but we do look better. Let's be real. On another day, we win that game 2-1. And Donna says we're winning the XG title. Let's talk on that. Let's get some good news in the way, man. You know what I mean? Because I don't know. People are saying it's not good news. You know what I mean? But McTominay, Napoli agree a deal with Man United for Scott McTominay, subject to all parties being satisfied on player terms, 30 million euros and percentage of future sale. Important for Man United FFP compliance. Manuel Ugarte potential signing would be aided by 27-year-old's exit. Just to confirm as well that he is one in the move as well. So it's not a case of he doesn't want the move, but he's waiting for Man United to pay his.
Bro.
Yeah, but which is a common theme now at United is that they want their money.
Bro, who's writing that into contracts? I don't understand that. I've never heard it for any other club.
Maybe that story is true then about who said that story about Woodward?
Oh.
Yeah, no, Woodward. Woodward made something possible where they could all get a percentage of it.
It must be.
Yeah. Woodward effed us up.
Bro, let's not forget, like, and as much as Manchester United frustrate you, today is a beautiful day. Today is a day of sunshine and the birds singing, and just anything you can imagine in life that makes you happy, you get it in abundance. Scott McTominay is on the verge of leaving Manchester United, and listen, I'm not going to fall for the propaganda that he's one of our best players. He saved your season last year. Look at what he did. That for me is Lingard. A little purple patch. It's a Rashford purple patch. It's never going to continue. It's never going to exist longer than what it was for last season. He is not a good football player. He was used by a manager and found a rhythm, found some form. That is not going to exist. I've seen him already this season, and I don't think he's ever going to be that player for us again. So in a terms of 100% profit, that I think now could potentially go and get us 2 midfielders. I think with Ugarte, if it's a loan with obligation, we're probably going to pay a small amount for the loan fee. And if we're getting, 25 million pure profit goes into PSR, I think we go and mate, listen, I go and take a Rabiot. I think it's so important. If we can try and get, for me, I don't understand why we don't just let Eriksen go for free. He came in for free. Just if no one's going to buy him, just cancel his contract, let him go. Anyway, because even if we sell him, he's gonna want a payout. So you might as well just let him go for free, and then go and get a Rabiot, or go and get another midfielder, because today is a good day. Scott McTominay for me has needed to go for 2-3 years, and the fact we can finally get rid of him, I'm happy. I'm so happy about that. I'm buzzing.
You know, in a couple of months though, we're going to see him scoring goals for Napoli, and we're going to see him with performances, and all the Twitter guys are going to be coming on saying,
no.
You know that's coming.
Good.
You know, my thing is, yeah, I spoke to Minna today. I said, sometimes you don't, these last minute winners do more harm than good, And I say that in a way that I think for me, because people got to remember, it means then that McTominay ends up playing the next game, and B, it's like we're surviving again, like survival football. Scott McTominay's going to save us a day. And this is something that we have to go past. Now United have to now have a game plan where we don't have a player that's clutch off the bench. Because I'll be honest with you, don't get me wrong. One of Scott McTominay's traits is that he gets late goals. That's one of his traits. He's clutch. Cool. But you know what? I need to know what his game plan A is. I want to be 3-0 up, 4-1 up. Game put to bed, little Ericsson cameo, little Collier cameo. Man City did that yesterday with Ipswich, 4-1. Gundogan, yeah, let's give a bit of a round of applause. Gundogan's here. You know what I mean? That's what you got to do, man.
But you talk about Tommy, yeah. Like last season, he was nowhere near the first. He wasn't even starting because Hannibal was ahead of him until Hannibal got hooked off at half time against Galatasaray at Old Trafford. And it was the Brentford game directly after that he swung for McTominay. And that, because, you think about the summer, I think it was pretty nailed on that Ten Hag didn't want him anymore. He wanted him to go to West Ham. He wanted him to go to West Ham, and then obviously it didn't happen, the move. It was, him and Maguire were very much spoken about as two players that were desperate for the manager to go.
It was a Brentford game, weren't it?
Brentford, yeah, literally the game after Galatasaray when Hannibal got hooked off, because Hannibal was starting ahead or getting game time ahead of McTominay. McTominay comes on, scores them 2 goals, and then we couldn't get him out of the bastard team for a long, long time. So, listen, you're right. It gives you that false sense of security that this player can come on and do wonders every time. He's not Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. He ain't going to come on and score every single time he plays. And when he does start, he stinks out the gaff. It's almost like playing with 10 players, 9 if Rashford's on as well. So, listen, the facts, and I said, last season was good for him. It was good for Manchester United because it gave us, a platform to sell him. It gave us, an expectation of a value. And I'm glad Manchester United have stuck to it. Teams have tried to take the mick in what they've offered for him. I think Fulham was about, 18 million. Napoli was similar to that.
Hey.
I'm glad we stuck around and said, no, we want the 30 million.
No. I'm glad, yeah. That's why fans are fans, yeah. And people who work at the top. Let's be honest, because we as fans are emotional. We as fans moan at everything. We as fans are sometimes overjoyous of the little things. Like, this is why negotiations get done by people like Dan Ashworth, like Vivell, like these guys at the top, Omar Barado. They got their money in the end. They got 30 million euros. Now they've got a week to make sure we go get Ugarte in. But my question to you guys is Ugarte enough for Man United? Because I'm not sure, man. I'm not sure he even starts. I'm being honest with you.
I think he gets in that team, bro.
No, I'm saying does he start straight away for us to have as an impact where, because for me, I believe Casemiro will start until maybe there's an opportunity where Casemiro falls off a cliff, which could happen any minute, to be honest with you. But he doesn't end up playing well. And then he uses, because I still believe Ugarte Casemiro will rotate with Kobe Mainoo and Bruno in that midfield. I don't see it being Casemiro and Bruno Casemiro and Ugarte together. I just can't see that happening. So my question is here, why have Man United not gone in for another midfielder to help us with our phase of, like, the way we kind of move the ball from midfield? I don't think we do. We can't do it well, man.
Sorry, Double A. I said it to you a couple of weeks ago. Saeed, I don't think Ugarte is the right profile of the player that we kind of need. We need someone who can control games. Do you know what I mean? We need someone who's going to be in there, who's going to be able to control the ball and keep hold of it. You see the amount of times where Casemiro, he's giving up the ball with poor passes. At Real Madrid, that was never him. He'd hand the ball over to Kroos, he'd hand the ball over to Modric, and then they do the passing. They do that kind of work. Do you know what I mean? He would go in and put out fires. Now at United, he's not got the legs for that, unfortunately. We see him drop off after about 60 minutes. He's done. Like, his legs have gone. Now a guy is going to come in and do that role, but but it's still going to leave us with gaping holes where he's by himself, because Ugarte can't be everywhere all at once. The way Ten Hag's got us set up with this press and how there's a gaping hole in the midfield because it doesn't get covered by the fullbacks, it doesn't get covered by Kobbie Mainoo or Bruno or anyone else coming in and filling that hole. It's leaving Ugarte by himself, and Ugarte's going to be going on the press. And once he does go on that press, there's still going to be those gaps in the middle there. What we need is we need Ugarte with another controller. We need to sacrifice. I mean, we need to sacrifice Bruno, really, if that's what we're going to be doing, because we can't continue to play this kind of hectic front to back football. Teams don't win league titles. Teams don't win anything without controlling the ball and controlling the football. And that's something that we've not been able to do under Ten Hag. We've never been able to do that under Ten Hag. It's always, whenever we've played at our best under Ten Hag, it's been frantic football. And I think partly the reason why our best has been frantic football is because the tactics, the structure's gone out the window. Do you know what I mean? Players are just playing on instinct. They're just thinking, right, what can we do on a whim? We've seen that against Liverpool. We saw it against Aston Villa when we went down 2-0 in the first half. Second half, all game plan went out the window. We were just throwing everyone at it. And that's generally when we've performed our best. So this idea that Ugarte is going to come in and solve it, I can't see it. Do you know what I mean? What Jan's saying there is a destroyer, not a conductor. And right now we've got no conductors, we've got no controllers. Zubimendi for me would have been the one.
Zubimendi,
yeah, who's got a little bit now. I know he doesn't want to come to England. You know, he doesn't enjoy the weather and that. You know, rain's not too bad. You know, it's not so bad. But that's what we need. And it's the misprofiling of players time and time again under Ten Hag. We've seen him misprofile so many players, and it's something that I was hopeful that we'd rectify with Dan Ashworth and with Barada. But bringing in a guy,
we need a 10. Because let me ask you a question, because big up to Elite Pundit, no singular DM could do this on his own, Pick one out.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Let me ask you a question, because the modern day football now, is like you've got one midfield, you've got 1 6 here, but 2 8s. So I'm looking at PSG now. They've got João Neves, Coutinho, they've got Zaire Emery, but the ball's ticking, the ball's moving. Fabio Ruiz as well. Like, listen, I love 10s but like if you haven't got a 10 that is actually gonna help in the actual play and the rhythm of the game, I don't know, man. Like I'm just thinking of it now. I'm thinking, imagine United had 1 6, but then 2 8s, and they came back with the 6.
Yeah.
You feel me?
That's it. You know why? You know why I say, because Bruno's a counter-attack player. He's a guy that wants to put the ball in behind. Like why we're taking him off and bringing on McTominay when Brighton are pressing and we're looking like we need one ball over the top and we bring over on McTominay. It's madness. That is when Bruno is at his best. He's spamming these Hollywood balls. Now, most of them don't really make it, but him in the final third, he surrenders possessions way too readily. Okay, I understand he gets goals and understand, but he's not an assistant. You don't see him enough provide secure, safe balls in the final third. It's all a little bit too risky. And like what you saying there, with a 6 and 2 8s, 2 secure 8s, we can move the team up the field. Do you know what I mean? We don't have to create this big gap.
Yeah, 100%. Big up Gareth says Casemiro done as a 6. He needs to move on to an 8 or a 10. He wants to play in that 8, but
you can tell
he don't want to play there. You know what I'm saying?
So I think you can clearly tell. I think the Fulham game, he done his best work further up the pitch, but I think that's the case since he come to Manchester United. I think that first season, and he was making these mad runs, and I was like, bro, you're meant to be the 6. Like, and he was chipping in with goals and all this. I'd love to see Ugarte, Casemiro, Mainoo as a 3. I think that.
Bro, you can't drop the 300k man, the main man, the captain of the club.
No.
We're
not getting run through there, are we?
No, bro. And there's like you said, there's no conductors. We don't have any destroyers either, bro. So for me, Ugarte comes in and starts putting it about. I think for me, he's perfect for what we need. If we bring someone else in, and I think getting rid of Eriksen, we definitely need to get someone else in.
Can I ask a question? And this is for the chat as well. As well. What's the? By the way, we might get an update from. Oh no, it's something else. Let me ask a question. Post Alex Ferguson era. Post Alex Ferguson era. What's the best midfield we've ever had? I mean, everyone just think of a midfield 3 that we've had.
Pogba, Matic,
Herrera. Let's be honest.
Yeah, Pogba, Matic, Herrera.
Yeah, I'd probably go.
I think that's it. Pogba, Matic, Herrera, I think was our best midfield three.
Yeah, I agree.
If you're being truly honest with you, because you had the pace and power, or the power of Pogba, you had the skill of Pogba, you had Herrera's actual IQ. Let's be honest, he had IQ, he had intelligence, he had passing range, he had also the bite in midfield.
He can carry the ball.
Anticipation, he read the game.
Yeah, and then you had Matic, who, let's be honest, like, was a shield for the back four, but also could carry the ball if he wanted to, and can find the passes in between the lines.
Yeah.
So I'm going to say Pogba, Matic, and Herrera.
Yeah,
we got Matic too late, but for that season when we had him under Ollie, when we remember that period where we were cooking under Ollie, that was a midfield. Pogba, Matic, Herrera.
It's sad, mate. It's sad that we can't think of it. Scratching our head to think of anyone else.
Bruno and McFred, big of Delaney.
Yeah. Banning from McFred. Hopefully now we'll never have to worry about them two ever again. Like coming through.
Well, that was more solid in the midfield. That even Bruno. When you think of Bruno and McFred, you'd expect Manu, Casemiro, and Bruno to be a little bit more solid. But the fact that McFred was kind of more of a unit in that midfield.
It was one position, remember? It was like we were using two players in one position.
They were both covering for each other. Neither could do it by themselves. It was fucking horrendous. Those days. PTSD about them days.
Yeah, man. I don't know, man. I think for me, Pogba and Bruno. Yeah, you know what? To be fair, Pogba and Bruno had a good relationship. To be fair, like we did in that lockdown period where we had Pogba, Matic, and Bruno. I think that was a good three as well, because Pogba would play on the left 8. You had Matic sitting, and you had Bruno in the 10 role, and they worked, to be fair, And even when Pogba went on the left wing, you had that kind of. So I think that was okay as well. But ultimately, look at that midfield. Like since then, we've had some good midfielders, but it's like, how have they not worked, fam? Like, what is wrong with this midfield curse, fam?
Do you know Daily Blind as a 6. I thought that could have been something,
Bro, it could have been, but
when he played there, he was sick, and then Jose. So
all the midfielders since we left Old Trafford, can everyone name them since Fergie?
So we had Schweinsteiger.
Yes.
What was he called? Schneiderlin.
Fellaini.
Matic.
Pogba, Bruno.
No. I'm talking about signings.
Oh, signings. Oh, yeah.
Pogba, Bruno were signings.
Oh, yeah.
Pogba, signing Mourinho, yeah. Bruno.
Herrera. Do you count Mata? Because he was a 10. Yeah. He was a 10.
8.
Amrabat.
Fred.
10.
Casemiro.
11.
Who's there now? Mount. Jesus.
Yeah, 12.
Who else have we had? Conchat, you should know. Carrick's not one. Come on, signings, guys.
Come on, man.
Who else have we had?
That's about it, isn't
it? Donny van de Beek, 13.
Donny van de Beek. Wow.
Ericsson, obviously. 14.
I'm sure there's others.
I think that's it.
How many of those solid midfielders though? We got Matic.
No, that's what I'm saying. Wait for it. Wait for it. 14.
I think that's about it, that I could think of. Can't think of anyone else.
14. Is that it? Sabitzer.
Wow, yeah.
15. Kagawa, he was.
Kagawa was solid.
That was Fergie. That
was solid, sir.
Oh, yeah. So on 15 now.
I can't think of
anymore.
No,
I don't think so.
Bruh, see, out of all of them,
Mkhitaryan. Yo,
16.
Mkhitaryan,
Yeah. Hannibal was a youth player. I had a youth player.
Yeah.
Bro, out of them what the fuck, fam?
Yeah.
No, be serious now. What the fuck did we sign, fam?
How many of them would you say was successful at the club as well?
No, okay. People have their moments.
How many were successful afterwards as well?
Yeah.
Well,
bro, that is terrible, fam. When you look at Man City, Arsenal, even Arsenal have bought Partey, Rice, Odegaard.
Odegaard.
They've brought in. Who else have Arsenal brought in?
Well, they brought in Havertz for an 8, didn't they? But that never worked.
Havertz is 8. You know, we've also brought in
Jorginho.
Jorginho, decent. You know,
not many. You think really? I see Xhaka was already there, and they've had
Xhaka's decent. Xhaka's a decent one.
He's gone. No, he's that golden.
Cazorla.
Nah, Ozil.
You know what I mean? They brought in some decent players, man. Obviously, they've had a few flops.
Dennis
Suarez. Even Chelsea, fam, like Chelsea have brought in some decent midfielders over the years. Oscar and them man there. So United, fam, what the flip? Out of them names, yeah, like who's been a very okay? People have their opinion about Pogba, yeah, but let's be honest. Overall, when you look at the quality, what you brought, success, yeah, cool. Who else been a success? Bruno. Let's be honest. I'm not a Bruno big fan, yeah, but let's be honest. He's been a success in terms of the stats and whatever. Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
3. Who is it? Mata. I'm gonna put Mata in there. I love Mata.
I love
Mata, but I felt like he dropped off. We never
got. He was bro.
We ruined
him. We ruined him. Yeah.
He's never been a right winger. Stuck him as a right winger. The best number 10 in the league when he come to us, fucked him over to the right wing. Ruined his career, bro.
Matic was decent. Fred was decent.
Carrera was all right, but
Carrera was good.
I think Carrera was very good for us, I think.
So, that's it. That's pretty much it.
Schweinsteiger was a disappointment.
No, because basically the manager killed him, man.
No, Schneidlin. That's what I meant. Schneidlin. So Schneidlin after his season at Southampton, he was mint. Yeah, Schneidlin. He was in the team of the year the season when he was at Southampton. He looked mint.
I was so gassed for that signing. I thought finally we've gone and got a proper six, like
a proper DM.
Premier League proven, like you said, team of the year.
Like Scott to him, man. Like Scott to him, fam. You know what I'm saying? Like Scott to him. You know what I mean? So that guys. That's our midfield, fam.
Well, can I add on to that side? How many of those were defensive midfielders? We maybe had three or four.
Matic,
Schneiderlin, and
Casemiro.
Yeah.
Like no shoring up in the midfield, no control in the midfield. Like, what's that about? Like an issue which we've had since losing Roy Keane, really. You know, and because Carrick was never really a destroyer in the midfield. He was a controller and a conductor and an interceptor, and he was beautiful in midfield. But we always felt a little bit light, even though we control games. Like we've never seemed to get back to that idea of having someone in the midfield like a Rodri who just kind of dominates the midfield.
Yeah.
Big up. Let's go community. Get the likes up to 1K. Yeah, definitely, man. Big up JJ Ashes. Broski, I warned you about the false optimism only a few days ago. 5 wins out of 5, Marcel said. I'm telling you, Ten Hag won't last until December. Rude was already waiting here on standby. Ten Hag forever. Big up, man. Big up JJ Ashes trolling. Arsenal fan there. Herrera the best one, says DJ Anthony. I rate Herrera, man. That performance here. You know one thing about Herrera? He was reliable. When did he really have a bad game? When did you really look at Herrera and think, you've had a terrible game today?
Yeah, I don't remember.
He gave you 7 out of 10 most games.
Got he left. Felt he was
7 out of 10 most games.
Yeah, man. Brilliant.
Do you know what I mean?
Player, mate.
Yeah, good pass. Yeah. You wanted the money, though?
Yeah, man.
You wanted the money, is what it is.
I think he deserved it. I think he's one of our best players. I think the money we've thrown at players, mate. I think.
No, but he got 300k at PSG. That's crazy, you know. How on earth did he get 300k at PSG?
Bro,
that's mad.
Free signing, and they were doing a madness, and you know
they were doing a madness, them fam. Yeah. It's crazy.
Throwing money at problems like we have done, to be fair. But
yeah, big up Terms TV. He says, yes, fam. Send you a DM on Insta. We'll appreciate if you can give it a read, bro. But good show always. Shout out to Ash and AA2. Yeah, defo, man. Sorry, man. I rarely check Insta. Insta's probably the only social media that I rarely check.
He's a liar. He messages me on there all the time, bro. Don't
yeah. But no, I definitely got to you. Rodri was a destroyer at Atletico Madrid. Pep coached him the hell out of him. Started rough in the Premier League. When's last time we had a proper coach? Well, this is the most compact we've been is probably under Van Gaal, and that's probably where we had a bit of shape. But I do hear you.
What going to what Elite Pundit's saying there? What players Ten Hag improved?
I think for me,
2 seasons.
Okay.
Who's improved?
Dallo.
Yeah, I was gonna say Dalot's probably the only one.
Dallo.
Really?
No,
Yeah.
I'll give him Dallo. I'll give him Dallo.
I think I have to give him Dalot. Even I have to give him Dalot, mate. I think
The Rashford one, I'm not going to say because Rashford's up and down every year.
Rashford's the Rashford we've had.
The thing is with Garnacho, yeah, is he improved Garnacho or is he just more impact sub? Like it's just an impact player.
No, he's just giving him time. He's just giving him game time. He's just brought him into the fold. How's he improved him? What have you seen different from Garnacho from when he got into the team to what he does now? I won't say he's improved him at all.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, and that's where my head is at, fam. You know what I'm saying? Like, my kind of feeling is that.
I'll go back to what I said last season. What does Ten Hag do good? I'm still waiting. What does he do good? What have we see? What are we seeing from this manager that he does well? I want him to prove me wrong. Do you know what I mean? This idea that we've got to give him time. He's had 2 seasons. What are we talking about? Like, we had our worst ever season in the Premier League last year. This year we've come into the season. Yeah. We're not seeing much different. Okay, he's added a midfielder there into the press, into the front. But any team improves like that. But then what does that do? That takes away. Go on.
Chelsea are hoping Man United may be interested in Jadon Sancho Sterling swap deal.
Nah, piss off, man. Go away. You might, yeah, you can hope that, but listen, I'll have serious questions. I'll have serious questions to ask if United go for that,
guys. Man,
yeah, we're months if we do that deal.
It might be happening, man. Who said
that?
By the way, is Lindelof leaving? Is Lindelof leaving?
Yeah, his wife with it. Here we go on Instagram.
Right. Here we go.
Mm.
Yeah, his wife put here we go there. Can you see it there?
Yeah.
Here we go.
Buzzing.
I don't know if he's leaving though, man. Do you know what I mean? But my thing is, guys, if Sterling, man, fam, man. By the way, Sterling, I know he's
United fan, yeah?
No, he's United fan, but I know his security guard, isn't it? Like his guy that his security guard has looked after him since he was at Liverpool.
Okay.
So I actually know the guy. So, but I feel like just call him tomorrow and say, yo, man, allow it, man, innit?
Allow it. Yeah.
And I trust me, man. Now you're telling me, relax, man. But my thing is, check this. He'd be the only player in the Premier League to have played for Liverpool, Man City, Chelsea, and United. Imagine that. Imagine your career: Liverpool, Man City, Chelsea, and Man United. Has anybody done that before?
I don't think so.
Has anybody done 3 clubs? That's a bit of a tongue twister or whatever it's called, like a little.
There's not many done United and Liverpool, really. You've got Ints. Do you know what I mean?
And Peter Beardsley done Liverpool, United, City.
Ooh,
and QPR as well.
Yeah,
but then QPR was
cancel,
I think
Michael Owen. You know what? Yeah, Michael Owen. Liverpool, Newcastle.
Yeah, but
Man United. Yeah, trust me, Lego. Trust me. Owen did United, Liverpool. That was it. Ben Ayoun. Arsenal.
Chelsea.
Liverpool.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Ben Ayoun. Yo, big up to you, man.
Anelka's done.
Anelka,
City, Liverpool, Chelsea, and Arsenal.
Yeah, Ben Ayoun. That Ben Ayoun one, he was a bit of a, you know what I mean, bro? What's going on? He was about, innit?
You forget Anelka went Liverpool, don't you? That was a weird one.
Yeah, that was a weird one. I mean? He's probably best at Chelsea. He did all right at Man City, though, to be fair. He didn't do too bad at Man City.
Anelka, but he's one striker. I would have loved it, United, Anelka. I thought he was
I know. Anelka, man.
What a guy he was, man. Although that documentary was a shocker, mate. I don't know what
shocker.
I don't know what you were thinking with that. Don't know what you're thinking with that.
Yo, keep Sterling with Broski. I'm with you. You know what? Shall I do a poll?
Yeah, I think so. All
right, let's do a poll. Sterling, yes or no? You know what I mean? Guys,
let me try and sell it though for a moment. Imagine instead of Anthony coming on, you got Sterling coming on.
That sounds better, but bro.
No. But you've got Chelsea Sterling coming on. Not Liverpool, not City.
Exactly.
Sterling.
He's 29. He's got a couple of years left. He's got maybe something to. I'm playing devil's advocate. I don't want Sterling either, but this is what I'm being put into. Do you know what I mean?
No. You've got. Well, if people are saying no to Rabiot on a free, right, who's in at this time a much better player than Sterling is, you can't start saying you want Sterling to come to this club. But when our forward line is shit, and bro, any player Chelsea are desperate to get rid of out of the 40,000 that they have, immediately it's alarm bells. You can't turn around and start saying Sterling's a good signing for this Manchester United team. Absolutely no way.
I agree. But we're gonna it's gonna happen, innit? Do you know what I mean? We're gonna be stuck with it.
Yeah.
I have serious questions. Of all the best in class, moving away, getting the right. We've had no signing under 26 this summer.
Listen, Southgate's coming in. Do you know what I mean? He's going to be playing with, he's going to get the best out of him.
No, you know what? No, guys, yeah. Because for me, it's one of them where guys, man, just say no now, man. Don't get trapped in, man. Say no, man. Them stay no. You know when your man them tell you don't go to that girl, she's bad, she's trouble. Yeah, like she's trouble. They warn you about her. They say, yo, don't go to her, man. She brings headache. You don't need that in your life. We don't need Sterling in our lives right now. Like, we don't need it, bro. Like, just say no. Say no, guys. Have that courage. Have that, that willpower.
As you're always told as a kid, just say no.
Just say no.
Say no.
Yeah.
Walk away. Be good. Come home and do your homework and just forget about those bad influences down there in Chelsea. Don't listen to them. They are trouble. People in the chat there saying him and Rashford are cooked. This is not 2018. This is not them times. Rashford and Sterling will not cook. They will not do it at all. Terrible. It'll be a terrible signing. Terrible signing.
Oh my days, fam. You know what I mean?
It's happening. It's happening.
I just think for me, yeah, it's one of them, man. By the way, can I just quickly say to you, man, yeah, I don't know where he is yet, but there's a bit of a discourse around Lisandro Martinez. I don't know where this hate's come from, man. I don't know if it's hate, yeah, but I seen a couple of tweets, yeah, saying that Martinez ain't it and that, and he ain't all that. But I want to know where this chat is on with Martinez. He's not had a great start to the season, yeah, but I don't know, man. I just feel like for me, yeah, Martinez, I love Martinez, man. I think he's a proper defender. He's someone that I believe you need in this team. You need that commitment. You need that desire, but also the technical ability. I think his flaws, yeah, don't get me wrong. There's a few flaws that I think he has here. He does get dragged out wide a few times, and he can be a bit of a problem for him, kind of coming across. But in terms of reading the game, in terms of anticipation, in terms of actual quality on the ball, in terms of team style, you need to be building your team around Lisandro Martinez. Genuinely, guys, yeah. All this noise about this and that, the other, bro, put him alongside Dilly, put him alongside a better settle back four. We've seen it in his first season at the club. We had the third best defense in the league. You don't come shit overnight.
Bro,
you know what I mean?
The guys just won Copa America. When he played, they didn't concede a goal. And yes, he had
bro,
Romero next to him. He's coming to United with no preseason. Let's be honest, he's come straight into the team with no preseason. I ain't gonna start jumping on Lisandro's back or a couple of games. 10, 15 games into the season, if he's still playing as bad, not even playing bad, if he's still looking as shaky as he might be at this moment in time, you start to ask questions. 2 games into the season with no preseason, he's far from the biggest worry in this Manchester United team. And people are saying you need a scapegoat. If United fans are trying to scapegoat Martinez now, you need to have a look at yourselves in the mirror, because there's much bigger problems in this Manchester United team than for me, one of our top 3, if not top 2 players.
Yeah, no, facts, man. So Gareth made a point there. He says, what did he say here? Pretty good player, but not elite and won't be.
I disagree. I couldn't disagree more.
Yeah, I disagree.
But we don't need it. But you don't need elite players, though, man. Guys, we need good, we need good to very good players. Man United are not elite at the minute. And don't get me wrong, we want to aspire to be elite, yeah. But Lisandro Martinez, for me, yeah, possesses all the modern day qualities. I think for me, you need Yeah, cool. He hasn't got the height. Yeah, cool. He's not a Saliba and a Gabriel who are domineering and whatever. Like, bro, but you know what? You need a guy like him in your team. And by the way, it's not necessarily guaranteed that he starts every game. That's the place you want to be. Does Diaz start every game? Does Stone start every game? Does Akanji start every game? Does Ake start every game? No, they don't. Sometimes they rotate. That's what you've got to hope to be, a team that rotates. But at this minute, United to think that we don't need Lisandro or Lisandro is not this and that. I think it's crazy, man. It's crazy talk, fam.
There's no doubt he's been our best centre back the last two seasons. There's no doubt he's been our best centre back.
Yeah, I agree with this as well. They don't complement each other. So why is he not playing De Ligt? Why on earth are you playing Maguire, fam?
Well, he believed the hype over that performance in Fulham and thought Maguire was.
That's what I mean about not sticking to plan A.
And now
does not stick to plan A. Plan A is not playing Mason Mount.
Now we're in a position. The problem Ten Hag's put himself in now, the position he's put himself in now is, listen, we're not the manager, so we can't start saying he should have done this, should have done that. But the majority of fans, the consensus among Manchester United fans after Fulham was as good as Maguire was against Fulham, against a team like Brighton. De Ligt 100% had to be starting that game. Now he hasn't started that game, and now Maguire's, for me, that first goal, before the ball even gets to Matoma, he should be cutting that out. That first instance, where he doesn't cut the ball out when the ball comes over from the right, was a massive mistake. And then the second time, he doesn't do it as well. So now, Ten Hag, he has to start De Ligt against Liverpool, which is a game.
What if he doesn't? What if he doesn't?
But we're fucked.
What if he doesn't?
I worry about what he's doing then. Because if you've gone and bought, for me, a top-level defender, and you've given him a little bit of game time at Fulham, and then not starting him in the next game, and then he don't start the third game, when you should be starting him to start cementing a partnership, what are you waiting for? And then it worries me because against Liverpool, Maguire gets cooked again and again. And we need to start getting this centre-back partnership cooking. We can't wait till after the international break now. We have to win on Sunday. So we have to get De Ligt and Martinez playing together straight away. 100%.
Bro, like, what the flip are we doing here, man? Do you know what I'm saying to you? Like, for me, it's like, I look at listen, De Ligt, yeah, it's one of them, bro. Like, for me, plan A, stick to plan A. Come on, guys. Mason Mount, listen, he might be doing his thing, and I don't want to slander him every week, yeah. Especially when I believe he's doing more rights than wrongs, yeah. Especially against Brian. He did more rights than wrongs, yeah. But brothers, man, plan A. Plan A is Joshua Zirkzee up front. Plan B is Harry Maguire, De Ligt at the back. Please do that. Please do that against Liverpool. Because, bro, if we don't, yeah.
I'm still waiting to hear someone tell me, not necessarily tell me. I'm still waiting to hear someone talk about something Mason Mount does good for this team other than run around. No one can tell me. Look, Mount only good at pressing, bro. 55 million we pay for this guy, and all people say is he's good at pressing. What are we doing? What are we doing here? Like,
Saudi. What? Osimhen's going to Saudi.
Wow.
Since when? What? Is this just right now? Right.
Wow.
Who's reported about that?
If that's true, that's Chelsea in the mud, isn't it? And again, they just scored 6 goals. They don't even need it.
Oh shit! Yeah, you're right. Osimhen, they put a bid in 65 million euros. Wow.
Yeah, they ain't turning that down.
They've said, they're almost in an agreement, which it all depends on he wants the salary, innit? He wants his salary met.
He'll get it there.
Yeah.
He'll get it there.
So Tony's going to Al Ali. Why is Tony going to Al Ali, man? Go and bring Tony to United, man. Bring Tony. We need a Tony, fam. Bro.
Problem is with that, Brian. We're not in a Klopp midfield, are we? We're in Ten Hag.
Yeah, Ten Hag.
Getting out about Mount. It does make sense, but it is Manchester United team. As I've heard so many Manchester United fans say, and for so many fans to say, we can't all be wrong. What did we buy him for? Where does he fit in? And what does he offer us other than the pressing? Bro, mate, it's
why do we continue to use him? Why have we built the start of the season around him when we know that's not going to be what we're going to be using going forward? Because the moment a striker comes in, say if we needed a Tony, where the structure's not built there for the players to understand to deal without Mason Mount. What they're learning right now is they're learning the motions, the movements, the structure to play around Mason Mount and play with Mason Mount and play with that 4-2-4 in the press or the 3-1-6 in the build-up with Mason Mount in there moving, and it makes no sense. This manager doesn't make sense. And we've got talking about why De Ligt's not playing. The reason why De Ligt's not playing because Maguire got a clean sheet in the first game, and this manager doesn't know how to change things. You know, it takes him 6-7 games before he decides, you know what, it's not working. So
you know what? That's a fair comment from Gareth here. We need more winger than a striker.
Absolutely.
I don't answer that. See, I do see that. Yeah, I really do see that. But then what wingers around now?
Bro, Tony would die in this team. Any striker.
You tell me a winger that we need right now, that Europe right now. Who's a winger? We could go with.
Wait. Which side though, Saeed? Which side? Left side, right? So, because Ahmad's doing all right on the right. It's left, in it, but then Garnacho can play there.
Okay, let's say, I think for me,
what's it called?
Left-hand side. Chiesa is going to Barcelona. Would you take Chiesa?
Nico Williams, but we're not getting him.
Yeah, no, we're not getting, no, guys. Be reasonable as well. Let me check the
Oh, Nico Williams will be it, though, isn't it? You look at that.
By the way, poll 57% said no.
Yeah, good. Sterling. Oh, God, man.
Yeah.
There we go. We got a left winger. Sterling.
No joke here, mate.
Sterling or Mudryk.
None.
None. Yeah, but if you're asking which one, Sterling or Mudryk, you're going Sterling, isn't it?
Bro.
We're in the mud, you know. We're in the mud.
Do you want brown shit or white shit? No, I'm not going to say that. That sounds wrong. Bro, right. Do you know who I'd have?
Don't say that, yeah.
Who I'd actually take, who's better than all our wingers, but maybe not Ahmad. I'd go get Harvey Barnes for that left side. I think he'd do a job for him.
He's never fit though. Imagine him at United. Like he's never fit, and he comes to United. Yeah, no, it's not going to work. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, what about Gnabry or Sane? Any of them? I'd take any of them.
Lookman,
yeah, that's that one I would take definitely.
He's going PSG though, isn't he?
100%. Lookman, right age as well, right kind of. I would take Lookman. Gordon, I would take. Bowen, Bowen in his team.
Bowen a bit of one.
Neymar.
Neymar is crazy.
Bro, Bowen's impact in this team is probably our best winger.
Oh, 100%. No doubt.
Bowen, bro, put some respect on Bowen, man.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
He's got similar amount of goals as Saka.
He could play on the right. He could play central. And he's a goal scorer as well.
Yeah.
You know,
you look at his numbers in his career. He's playing for West Ham and he's got similar amount of numbers as Saka as at Arsenal. I mean, it doesn't get anywhere near the respected, but because he plays on the right hand side, Saka gets all the love.
He's 27. He's not 30. What's this about? 20? He's 20.
Nah, he's a goal scorer.
He's a great player.
I'd imagine him as a Liverpool player. Do you know what I mean? He'd go in there and score 15 goals at Liverpool. Do you know what I mean?
Man said go and get Zaha, you know.
No.
Tried that.
Bro, tried that, man. That's dead, man. Now, Bacola's a lot. Bacola, I like Bacola, you know. A lot of people
I like Bacola. Yeah.
Bacola looks good, man.
Him and Neves are looking sick together.
Mbeumo. See, the thing is with Mbeumo, like, he's frustrating, like, today, yeah.
Yeah, he was frustrated today.
Frustrating.
Yeah.
So, you know what? You just, bro, right now, you've left it too late, man.
What about Grealish? We're going to put a bid in for Grealish.
Nah, bro.
United fan. Hey, but Sterling United fan, everything's gravy, yeah? Oh, I see how
I would take Yilmaz from Galatasaray, yes, I would take him.
Yeah, Yilmaz is a
Yilmaz, he's all right.
Yeah. You know, Burnley, that guy that plays for Tottenham yesterday, he looked good, you know, man. His end product was a bit not there, but he's raw, innit? He's raw. He's called, what's he called, guys? I forgot his name.
Oh.
He played for Burnley, man.
I don't know.
Is that Tottenham right now? Is that Tottenham?
Oh.
The chat will tell you. I can't remember his name.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Odebear.
Yeah, Odebear.
Yeah.
He looked promising yesterday. He looked
Oh,
promising.
I know a Burnley fan. He was raving about him. Absolutely gutted. Ended up he got the shirt for the season with his name on the back. He's absolutely gutted.
Yeah, fam. Do you know what I mean? So it's like,
Yeah, baller. Again,
Baller.
a sign United would not look at. Do you know what I mean? So
yeah.
but listen, apart from Ahmad, because I think Ahmad is the only one of our wide players I really like. And yesterday, I thought he didn't have a great game and still persevered and got the goal. There's no one. The others are shit, aren't they? Rashford, I am done.
Bro.
Why we go Rodrigo, Real Madrid? Do you know what I mean? They got one spare there.
Nice, but he said, listen, people keep talking about these three. He's got more Champions League goals than Vinny Jr. You need to put some respect on his name. The kid's an absolute wonder player.
What is going on?
We'll go get Vinny.
Imagine. It can't. Mount's got the number 7 shirt. Fucking imagine.
Yeah, our attack is dead.
It's so bad, isn't it?
We're not getting close to. Not one player is getting close to 20 goals. Think about that. Just think about it. Not one of our forward players is getting close to 20 goals this season.
Nowhere near, bro.
That's madness. That Manchester United and not one of our forwards is getting close to 20 goals.
Remember, I used to have 3 or 4 that would do it easy.
Yeah.
Man.
Bro, it's crazy, man. No. With Rashford, I don't know. I feel like I just wasted energy with Rashford, man. Like, just wasted energy talking about, will Rashford return? Will Rashford will he get his confidence back?
We spent a year doing that.
Bro,
it's tiring,
The conundrum surrounding Rashford's confidence and form. Bro,
he's not had a shot, by the way. He's not had a shot in 2 games.
He's not as good as people.
Stop it! He's not a shot in 2 games.
No, not had a shot.
Wow.
Not had a shot.
I can't believe you're surprised by that, Ash.
That is surprising.
The reason why I'm surprised is because this season he should have something to prove. He's been slandered all last season. He's been written off. People are saying he shouldn't be at the club and all that. So for him as a person, he should be thinking, right, I've got to be out now. The fact that he's just not been interested to take a shot, like he's not getting close to the goal. He's not a shot in 2 games. That's madness. I know he scored the offside goal and it was just a touch offside, but even that was a fluke. He came off his heel.
Oh, off his heel, yeah. That was like a FIFA glitch. That.
Yo, he's not had a shot, fam, and that's the craziest thing about him, man.
Listen, I of a team, and I hate saying this because it's the team I love, the team I support. In a team full of players, I have very low expectations of. He probably ranks the lowest. I will be absolutely honest. I'm not getting myself excited about a player.
That's crazy. Messiah, man, that's bad, man. You're bad, man.
It's true.
You're bad.
For a player that takes the piss out of the fans and won't apologise for being a bit of an arsehole, I don't care. He's not going out.
Do you reckon it's the hairstyle or what? Do you reckon, like, you know what I mean? He's got brown tints in his hair. And
you know what? Yeah, shaven Rashford. That's it. Bald Rashford.
No, go back to that trim, innit? The Rashford trim in that season where you did
lockdown Rashford, where it was a bit unkempt and that looked, you did.
Yeah, man.
Like he's not been given up trim.
So, maybe he's not got a girlfriend or something. Has he got a girlfriend or something?
The last thing.
The
last thing I want to fucking hear. Oh, he's off field. Life isn't great. That's why he can't transform, bro. You turn up to work, you do your fucking job. That's how you
know what it is, though? You know what it is? The depression's at him. He's been feeding Britain's kids for the last couple of years. Do you know what I mean? It's really got to him. Do you know what I mean? It's really like he's thinking what we're doing as a footballer.
That's crazy, man. That's crazy.
It doesn't mean anything to him anymore. He's thinking, I'm kicking a ball here. Kids are starving. Do you know what I mean? What's it mean anymore?
No, real talk, man. When he had his girlfriend, he was cooking. He had a settled girlfriend. He was getting married. Did he not split with his girlfriend? His actual.
He did, he split with her last year. But then he got back with her, Saeed, and he still didn't score goals.
Nah, it's crazy.
What are we doing here? Like, the solution is to sell him, innit? That's the solution.
And you know what, as well? I think his family as well, man. They don't really look after him, man. I told you, man. Like his brother back in the day would go mad at people like me and Ricky and Rance and be like, oh, this and that. You should be doing this and. And I just think sometimes, like, do you reckon they have his best interest? Do they want to help him out? Do they think like, yo, get on the football, man? Stop thinking about this and that. And Get your head down.
It's Michael Jackson. He's
Probably
surrounded
go
by
around
handlers.
flashing your wealth and getting robbed in it. Do you know what I mean? Just concentrating your brother's career. Do you know what I'm saying? So.
I don't know, man. It's a bit of a sticky one, man. I can't lie, man. It's gone past beyond like me just cussing him out. It's gone like, yo, what can you do? Because
the thing is, you're not even cussing him out yet. All you're doing is highlighting what is plain and obvious to every single fan. So people can start saying you're negative. You just making money off the club. You say things, but it's all true. I will scream from the rooftops. I want nothing more than to every player that plays for Manchester United to be unreal and give 100% every single time. And if Rashford is one of those players, I would love that. But the start of last season, I did a video where I put 5 players that need a big season. Marcus Rashford was number 1 because he is very inconsistent. And coming off the back of a 30 goals and assist season, or 30 goal season, the most important thing for him to do last season was to continue that and be that big game player that deserved that massive contract. He massively failed in doing so. And that's the tale of Marcus Rashford. It's up and down, up and down. I believe now that was an anomaly, the 30 goal season. I think this is the real Rashford. And I think he'll be staying there like that. I don't ever see him becoming that player that everyone thinks he is. No way.
It's crazy, man. But we've got a week, guys. Got a week to go. Well, not even one week. Is it Friday? How many signings do we think we get? Just 1, or do you reckon there's more?
I think we get 2.
2, yeah.
I think
2.
I think the thing is, if Lindelof's going, do we go and get another defender? But probably not.
No. I think we're cool.
But I think a solution with Eriksen will happen because you're not even getting on for 3 games in a row. He's not going to stick around.
You know what? He might not stick around. You know,
you've got a couple of years left. You're going to sit around on the bench for 1 more year and waste a year of your career? No way.
No.
I would not be surprised if we got Ugarte and Rabiot in. I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, Ugarte, Rabiot, maybe Tony.
Yeah, left back. I don't know. It is a bit of a sticky area because it's like, you know,
if it's Chilwell, I'll cry. I will come on this channel and cry because that. Well, how can you be less fit than Shaw and be brought to the club?
My
what is
God.
going on?
We get Chilwell, fam.
Again, a player Chelsea are desperate to.
I might lose it, man. Might lose it.
Go for players that teams don't want to get rid of. That's what you should be doing, not the ones they want to get rid of. It fucking makes no sense.
That's crazy, man.
Norrie left back would be the one. I'm a fan.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's.
We ain't doing solutions, are we? We're just plugging holes, mate. We ain't doing a solution to a problem.
Are you, man? Confident Liverpool next week? By the time we do this show next weekend, man, we could be on 3 points, or we could be on 6 or 4. I think we'll be on 4. I think we'll get a draw at Liverpool. At Old Trafford. Probably gonna be like a 1-1.
Back into the team. Garnacho starts.
Yeah.
Xerxes starts. We win.
I worry if Maguire starts, mate. I can't say anything until I see that lineup. And the lineup is so important the way you go forward. One thing I will say about yesterday, I was very encouraged that he brought Rashford off for Garnacho
and Bruno.
I wasn't encouraged by that though. That's the problem.
Because he brought McTominay. That's the problem. McTominay. Who you bring on though?
Rashford stinking out the gaff and being brought off has needed to happen for a while. Yeah. I think. But then if Ahmad hadn't scored, I think he would have brought Ahmad off. That's what
he would have. He would have. I know.
So
it's crazy that how football works.
We know Rashford will play because of this Big 6 record.
And Liverpool, innit?
Also,
that's why I think he'll play. There's no point me saying that he won't play. He will play.
Yeah, let me see that lineup. I could probably, if we don't start a striker, we don't start De Ligt. I do worry they might lose
already. So must
not lose for sure.
But Saeed, let's be honest. It's always a must not lose that game. It's always a must not lose.
Yeah,
so we shouldn't start saying it is because we've lost one. We should always want to win that game anyway.
Yeah, but I just think for me, just going into that international break, man, you can't be depressed, man. That fan base cannot be depressed, mate.
We're depressed anyway. We're all depressed all the time. What does it matter? One more game.
Players play different against big teams, though. They kind of up the levels That's what at least we've seen under Ten
Yeah,
Hag.
you need a bouncing Old Trafford. Is it a
7-0,
warm day?
7-0, yeah.
Bouncing Old
7-0,
Trafford, yeah. Bouncing Old Trafford.
What's the weather like
Xerxes to
on that day?
start, the Lick to start.
Oh,
I
24
agree what you're saying,
degrees, man.
Rashford.
24 degrees on that day.
Nice.
Let's hope United bring the heat at Old Trafford then as well.
Bro, I reckon if it's a hot day, fam, I reckon it might be a bouncy Old Trafford, you know. And then you never know what
sure,
happens.
4 o'clock, Sunday. Had the beers in the morning. Yeah. Old Trafford's going to be loud.
Liverpool, let's be having you. Come on. Listen, man, we got
round.
Yeah, let's see. But if you don't, man, Arne Slot as well, man. Arne Slot. Because he had some words about him, didn't he?
Did you see that? Did you see that clip of Trent when he got brought off?
Yeah, no, I've seen that.
Didn't look happy.
Yeah. No, but it's true, man. When the weather's on it, the fans are on it. When it's depressing and miserable, the fans ain't really singing. If the weather's good, it'll be bouncing Old Trafford, trust me.
I think it'll be a good atmosphere for sure.
Yeah. So let's see. But guys, we're gonna wrap it up there, man. I don't know how many likes we're currently on. I hope we got 1,000 likes. If you can, that'll be amazing. You know, we're just trying to get the content up. 864 likes, guys. 864 likes. So yeah, get them likes up to 1,000 likes. Ash, big up, man. Love for coming up as usual.
No, thanks for having us. Great show as always. Double A, yourself, Saeed, and the chat getting involved. Make sure you hit those like buttons, like Saeed saying. Check me out, Ash Meppers on YouTube. Trying to get some United content going, just trying to figure it out. You know, listen, there's no amount of respect that I've got for you, Saeed. That like the amount of work you put out there. Do you know what I mean? It's mega impressive, and just seeing the content you put out daily. You know, the multiple shows, different stuff. It's mega, man. So I appreciate you for having us on here and lifting up the community, man. I appreciate it. And like I said, go check us out, Ash Meppers YouTube, United vlogs. Got United Liverpool vlog coming on. Saeed made a guest appearance in the last one.
Yeah,
Fulham on Double A too. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, it was fun. It was fun, and hopefully we might see you this Sunday as well. So
yeah, big up, man. Always big up Ash, man. Double A, big up to you, man, for always being on the channel and whatnot. So yeah, big up, man.
Yeah, man. Always. Just quickly, love United, hate the ops. No, we're not brothers. We're just two very, very good-looking guys. That's all I can say. But as always, Saeed, big up. Always a pleasure, you know, for you to have me on the channel and on the show as a regular. Massively appreciate it. And you know, like I said, I did it when you did the stream, but again, big up for the 100K. No one deserves it more. Listen, like I know everyone says it, but genuinely, the guy is the most humble, hard-working person I've probably met in this space, and didn't know him from Adam when he asked me to come on this show, and you know, class him as a proper friend, and you know, he's always there for advice. He's always there to help you if you need something for your channel, which he does for mine all the time. So listen, there's so much respect for him, and he deserves every ounce of success and credit that he's getting, because he, like I say, fully deserves it.
No one deserves more, innit? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
the amount of work, the amount of graft.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? Like, it's not easy. Like, you know, as we know, Ash, you know, it's not an easy thing to do. So to be so consistent and so hardworking and so humble and so entertaining and amazing at what he does, you know, it needs to be highlighted and celebrated, because he's a bad boy. But myself, obviously, FCAA is my YouTube channel. It's very, very smart. 390 subs, guys. I'm still not even on 500. So,
guys, come on, man.
If 110 of you can go over there right now, I'll put the link in the description in the chat.
Yeah, I'm just trying to get it now. Yeah,
bro. 110 of you can go and make me the happiest guy in this bank holiday weekend. Listen, cool. I'll be forever grateful. So 110 away from 500. Yeah, got a video dropping next week. One of the fans, a series that I do where I get fans of clubs to ask questions, answer questions. Saeed's been on there. Ash has turned me down, so he's not been on there just yet, but hopefully get him on one soon. But yeah, man, I'm just, you know, enjoying talking football, being around great creators like these two and others, obviously. But yeah, man, I hope you have a good week. I hope United can do the job next Sunday. But yeah, make sure you're subscribing to these guys. Make sure you're doing everything you can to support these guys and liking the videos, subscribing, commenting, and just getting involved, man. But yeah, big up to the best chat on YouTube as well. I didn't get to say it before, but the best chat on YouTube. Love
Big
you
up.
all, man.
Big up, man. Big up to you. Make sure you lot subscribe to the channel. We're going to redirect to Rants, people. He's having his 100K party right now. So go over there and yeah, just Saeed TV raid. And I'll see you lot in the comments over there, man. And I'll be back tomorrow for the midday live. So I'll see you there, people, man. Take care. Have a good night. Manchester United. Big week. Take care.